Hey everybody, Greg here with LatinImmigration.org, and I am here with Maria Rivera from Tampa, Florida. And we're just going to have a short conversation. Maria is attending our immigration consulting training program that we are delivering in Miami, Florida. But Maria did join us, was it last year or the year before?
The year before.
2 years ago, and I believe it was in Atlanta, Georgia, right? And you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
And you came with a couple of your staff, a couple of your team?
I sure did.
Awesome. So, Maria, what's the name of your business?
Smart Tax R Us.
Smart Tax R Us.
And
more.
And more.
Okay, so Smart Tax R Us. For those of you that are in the Tampa area, I can recommend her, her organization very highly. So, Maria, what was it that attracted you to, to being or wanting to offer immigration services for your clients and your community?
We have a very high volume in our community of immigrants, especially Cubans, even Filipinos and Mexicans. And since we are in the tax business, they're constantly asking me, do you know anything about immigration? I need to renew my residency card. I want to ask for my son or my daughter that's in Cuba. I want to become a U.S. citizen, and all of these questions have been progressively getting larger and larger in amounts because, especially with the administration of the government, a lot of people are really wanting to become citizens now.
Yes.
And they want to get all of their paperwork in a row. So we saw a niche that it's needed. It's really needed in our area especially.
That's awesome. And for you, one of the things that I always talk about is how providing immigration document preparation services is different. It's a different kind of work than doing, let's say, tax preparation or insurance services, which, of course, those services are very important and very valuable. But when you're doing immigration document preparation services, you really are doing a little bit of a different job for people, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And so tell me a little bit about that part in terms of, obviously, by adding additional services, you're able to add additional revenues and profits for your business. But from the personal aspect, what has it meant for you in terms of helping people with these, important and valuable services?
I love it. It's so self-rewarding. It makes me feel great because I've been doing taxes since 2009, and that is the most important financial part of a person. I have access to their social, their income, their everything.
Absolutely.
And then they entrust me with all that information.
Right.
And now they look at me as, somebody that is experienced and somebody that they trust. And they would want for me to take care of their matters, and to help them fill out their documents. And it makes me feel good because I do right by my clients. I treat them like family. I'm not the cheapest and I'm not the priciest, but they are so happy with the work that I do because I dedicate a lot of my time to making sure that each and every document is completed, signed, filled out correctly. I explain to them step by step what I'm doing throughout the entire process. I'm not just letting them sit there and wonder, what is she typing? What is she doing?
Sure.
So
absolutely.
I walk them through the steps from A to Z, and they leave there so happy. And word of mouth just keeps on rolling people in.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's really awesome.
I've always thought that, that people who are on the front lines, what I call community trusted advisors, that could be, tax professionals, insurance professionals, maybe real estate, people that are working with their church communities or other sort of civic, groups, are really on the front lines, with their community members. And you said it right on the dot that, if those people are doing good work, and they're running a professional tax business or a professional insurance business, that those people, will go to you for other services. How important do you think it was for you to start receiving training in terms of offering the immigration document
Oh,
services?
very important. Before this, I didn't know. I knew that the forms existed, but I really didn't know the criterias, and I really didn't know, if I was filling them out correctly or not. And ever since I started with the organization, leaps and bounds, I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly what are the criterias, when I can't talk, what I can't say, when I need to refer them to someone else.
Sure.
Because yes, I want to help you, but there's only so much that we can do as document preparers.
Absolutely.
So I will definitely refer them to one of my local attorneys that we have established relationships with, and they call us in case they need an interpreter at the time of a visit at immigration, and they need a translator. They'll call us in reverse. So we help each other out.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
So you did the program originally about 2 years ago in
Yes.
Atlanta, Georgia. You're doing it today. It's the first day of training here in
Yes.
Miami.
Yes.
Do you notice a difference between the training now and the training we had 2 years ago?
Night and day. I love it now. I started going back onto the internet and looking at the website and seeing things were changing, and the curriculum changed. I heard that the book changed, the trainings changed. I love it. This is really awesome. I was so looking forward to coming for a while now, and I am enjoying it. I'm learning so much more than I did when I first came. So
That is awesome.
yes, I love the way of teaching. It makes sense, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. It's like structured. It's more concrete and solid and full of knowledgeable, useful things that we can carry on
Great.
back to our office.
That was, I'll say that was definitely, as the organization has evolved over the last, really, particularly, we've done, I think, so much work in the last 1 year with regards to, our program, our curriculum, our instructors, and we've really put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into,
I can tell.
bringing the best that we can bring on our team, and and here to bring the training to you as well. How about were you involved as a member of the organization?
Well, I was a member of the organization. I didn't get too much involved because it was always during tax season, and I have 3 offices, close to 1,000 clients or 800 clients in each office. So now that I have diversified and learned how to delegate, now we're going to take this really on to the next step, because there is a large demand for immigration assistance and preparations and documentation.
Awesome, and you did get also an opportunity to take a look at the new membership program that we have,
Yes.
and I think that we've built that out a lot more substantially.
Yes, much better. Yes, much better. I'm so looking forward to the software program for the immigration. With documentation preparation. That would be a godsend.
Absolutely. So for those of you out there that are behind the software companies, hey, our community is we're waiting.
We need it.
We need it like yesterday.
We need it.
Okay.
And I really got inspired. I haven't gone into the community and try to do something, nonprofit, but I got inspired today, and I was really thinking about those women that are in, abusive shelters that can really benefit from, being here legal through an avenue that immigration has for them. So
That's right.
That's one of my goals when I get back, is I want to go and make a couple of contacts and see if I can help some women try to stay here legal in the United States.
Well, and kind of what you learn through the detail is that, there are certain immigration benefits that are available to victims of crime or victims of domestic violence, and that's it's another eye opener when you start really doing what I will call a formal training program, which I believe should be absolutely mandatory, for anybody that's out there offering these services, because it's vital that, you know,
Yes.
people that are on the front lines helping people know how to do it the right way,
Yes,
that they follow the law, and that they make sure that they're helping people, right?
correct, correct.
So,
Yes.
well, hey, I want to say thank you so much.
thank
You are an
you.
awesome lady.
Thank you so
And I
much.
thank you for your support, and I
Alright.
wish you lots of success
Thank
and luck
you.
moving forward. Okay,
You too.
Maria Rivera, everybody from Tampa, Florida.